What is up, everybody? It's Otto from Pacific Dunk here, and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first ever video, and I am super stoked to start sharing more basketball content with you guys. I made an Instagram post detailing what type of content you guys can expect on this channel, but in case you guys missed it, I'll explain right now. I will be posting basketball analysis videos, kind of like what I'm doing here in this video, just discussing recent events happening within the basketball world, as well as rankings and predictions. I will also be posting 2K videos like challenges and rebuilds. I also probably experiment with different types of content if you guys like that sort of thing. I posted an Instagram poll a while back asking you guys what type of content you guys wanted to see, and the majority of you guys wanted to see a mix of basketball content and gaming videos like Minecraft and GTA. I think for right now I'll stick to basketball, and once I grow a little bit more I will test the waters. Anyways, enough wasting time, let's get into the video. The Washington Wizards have absolutely been the weirdest team in the NBA to me for the past couple years. They tried to replace an injured John Wall with Russell Westbrook, which did get them the 8th seed in the East in 2021, before they got absolutely shitted on by the 76ers, who ended up disappointing themselves. It was very clear after the season ended that something needed to change in Washington, because they were good enough to not suck, but not nearly good enough to win anything significant. Any NBA fan knows that this is the worst possible situation to be put in for a team. It was clear to most people that both Westbrook and Beal would be on their way out before the season started, to hopefully acquire some solid picks and good young pieces. That seemed to be the case when Washington sent Westbrook to the Lakers in exchange for Kyle Kuzma, Trez, KCP, and a 2021 first-round pick. I will be the first to admit that Washington completely benefited off of the Lakers being horny for Russell Westbrook, and it's still crazy to me that people actually thought the Wizards got fleeced. This trade seemed to cement the fact that Beal was out as well, but in a sudden turn of events, Beal said he was a lifer, and Washington made it clear he wasn't going anywhere. It seemed like Washington was going to try a different route. Instead of trying to win with a ball-dominant backcourt, they were going to try and put multiple young pieces around Beal and allow Beal to take a full leadership role. And it looked like it worked. Washington started the season off hot, winning 10 of their first 13 games and even taking the #1 spot in the East. This completely shocked the NBA world, as nobody expected this brand new team to play together that well so early into the season. What was even stranger was Bradley Beal, the main star of this team, was actually struggling throughout this winning stretch. He averaged 23.3 points per game and shot an uncharacteristic 40.7% from the field and 25% from three. I mean, shit got so fucking weird that Montrezl Harrell was an MVP candidate, for fuck's sake. It seemed like Kuzma and Harrell were turning into new players on their new team, but things started to come back down towards earth, as these things tend to do. The team would go 14-26 until the time of this recording, and currently sit 11th in the East after such an amazing start. Oh, and Bradley Beal is lost for the year. Now, this team is just going in a weird direction, and you have to think they made a huge mistake over the offseason. Beal was coming off of an amazing season last year, where he averaged a career-high 31.3 points per game while shooting damn near 50% at 48.5% from the field. Instead of trading him at his prime value, they said, hey, let's keep him, just for him to have one of the worst seasons of his career and blow out his fucking wrist. That will definitely help his trade value. Now, obviously a lot of teams would still be happy to take a player like Bradley Beal, but you have to think they would have gotten the full fucking package over the offseason. Now let's talk about the Wizards' future. Beal will have a player option at the end of this year on his contract, and whether he stays loyal yet again is kind of up in the air. Trez has definitely slowed down since his hot start to the season in terms of his scoring volume, but he's still incredibly efficient from the field. I've heard talks about Minnesota being interested in a possible trade, and with Washington being a bit unpredictable at the moment, I'm not sure if they would actually be interested in something like that. Kuzma's a solid piece to keep on the team, and I think they will keep him. Dinwiddie has been really quiet, and honestly, I forgot he was even on this team. He's been averaging 12.6 points per game on absolutely abysmal shooting efficiency, and I could honestly see the Los Angeles Lakers end up getting Dinwiddie instead of Damian Lillard. Portland is apparently attempting to build a contender around Lillard again, even though this team is much worse than they were a week ago. That sounds crazy, right? Like no other team should try and do the same thing. Well, the Wizards are apparently interested in a trade for John Collins, which I don't understand where this sudden thirst for power forwards who can shoot threes but not good enough to be a star came from, but it has to stop. If the Wizards think John Collins will all of a sudden make them a playoff contender, I don't know what to tell them. To finish up this video, let's talk about what I think the Wizards will do to fix their current situation and what I think they should do. Keep in mind, I'm no NBA GM, just somebody viewing the situation from the outside. Wizards GM Tommy Shepard is going to keep this weird fantasy that they are a contender going, and they're going to try and keep competing with what they have. Knowing the Wizards, I think they will choose the worst option at every corner of this offseason. They'll put all of their marbles on Beal returning, make a completely irrelevant trade before the deadline, and try and sign random players that will have no impact on the team over the offseason. I'm sorry, Wizards fans, if there are any of you guys out there, but it's just the truth and you guys know it. Now, what I would do is let go of this Bradley Beal hope and get as much value out of him as you can for the future. I know he's on a player option and could easily become an unrestricted free agent, but I'm sure he does not want to stay, and since he's been so loyal to the team, I'm sure he would come to an agreement with them to take the option so that Washington could trade him. I'm sure Beal would do this to help the team. Keep Kispert and Kuzma, trade Harrell and Dinwiddie, and just go young. I don't care if Kyle Kuzma is your best fucking player. Ah, jeez. What am I even saying? No, yes, right now, Washington, Kyle fucking Kuzma is your biggest hope. Don't blame me, blame the guys in charge of your team. Stack up the picks and don't fuck up in the draft. The Wizards have just been an unpredictable team over the past couple years and really random with their decisions. Just when you think they are going to push the tank button, they pull some shit out of their ass that makes it look like they will be competing. Let's all be real though, absolutely no one has ever been convinced. Even when they have tried to compete, they have never been good enough to do anything crazy. Wizards fans will continue to be in pain, and the Washington front office will do absolutely nothing to help them out. The team's first 13 games of the season was the first sense of hope the fan base has had in years. We will see what the Wizards end up doing, and we'll also see if they prove me wrong. Anyways, guys, that's all I have for you in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my first video. I can't wait to roll out more. Like I said on my Instagram post, I'll be uploading videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so you can expect some pristine basketball content on those days. But I hope you guys have a good one, and thank you for watching.